Hello everyone, my name is Gauri Bandre and I'm first year LLB student of Delhi University. My topic for today is partnership firm registration. So in today's discussion, we are going to cover what is a partnership firm registration, what is the importance of it, why is it more beneficial, and what is the process for registration, what are the required documents. So in this partnership firm registration, there are minimum of 2 people and maximum of 20 people required to form an agreement. While in this agreement, after forming this agreement, a deed is signed, a partnership deed, which we call it as, and in that deed, all these specifics are mentioned, like how profit will be shared, what will be the liability, what will be the consequences, and or dissolution of the partnership, etc. There are two basic requirements which are necessary to further before moving forward with the partnership deed agreement. First is that of legal person. So before forming a partnership firm registration, you need to understand that legal person is required. What is legal person? So legal person is the one who has completed a particular age of contract. And the second most important point is that the person should be a Indian resident, or who should have a citizenship of India. NRI can also apply for partnership firm registration, but a foreign resident won't be preferred in a partnership firm registration. If he wants to get involved into the business, then you need to transfer your partnership firm registration to that of private. Furthermore, if you want to in future transfer it to private entity, then you can as well as go for it. So why is it partnership firm registration very much prominent nowadays, and why each and everyone is preferring to go for partnership firm registration? First important point would be that of no minimum finance is required. So now we see, before establishing any company or a preferred firm, people do need a capital finance to start with. But in this concept, there is no a particular finance that you need as a minimum requirement before starting this agreement. You can start it with as low as maybe 500 or 1000. That is an hypothetical example, but any minimum required amount can be workable in this partnership firm deed. Second, most important is no business place is required to move forward. You can even start this firm at your own place, that is where you live. But first, you need to understand that before applying, if you are not the owner, then the owner should give you a no objection certificate before applying for this, and that is enough to start with. And in case where you don't want to be the legal owner, or you have some other firms at your name, then you can also make your own family member or relative as a legal owner, and you will be then the profit sharer in this firm agreement. But it should be mentioned in the deed itself. And in the case of name of the partnership firm is concerned, then any name you can give as per your choice, but you just need to make sure that you are not giving any similar or identical name to that of existing firm. So now let us understand what is a partnership deed and why is it important. A partnership deed is an agreement between the partners in which the rights, duties, obligations, and responsibilities of each and every partner is mentioned. A partnership agreement can be written or oral, but most probably Uh, it is preferred that you sign a written document in future consequences. If in future there are any conflict which arises out of this deed, then you can address it very well if it is a written deed. So, what all details that you are need to mention in the partnership deed? First would be the name and address of the firm and all the partners who are involved in the agreement. Second would be the nature of business. You need to make sure that the business is not illegal. If the business would be illegal and not approved under law, then it can be then the license can get cancelled and not valid at the and won't be validated at the first place. If there is any existing business capital that you are going to invest, then the date of investment as well as how much capital is invested by each and every partner is to be mentioned. The profit and share ratio among the partner is also preferred to be mentioned in the partnership deed agreement. Apart from this, there are also a few more details that you can also specify to avoid any further conflict. First goes the interest on capital investment, drawings by partners, or any loans provided by the partners to the firm. Second would be the salaries, commissions, or any other amount to be payable to the partners. Third would be right of each partner, including additional rights to be enjoyed by the active partners. There are two cases. One is active partner, and other would be sleeping partner or only profit sharing partners. So everything needs to be mentioned for at the first place in the deed itself to avoid any further consequences. Next would be the duties and obligations of all partners, adjustment or processes to be involved on account of retirement or death of a partner or dissolution of the firm. Other clauses as partners may decide by mutual discussion. So now we'll understand what are the benefits of partnership firm agreement. First and foremost would be the easy passing of loan. So if you are suppose starting your own firm by as an individual person, then the bank becomes very skeptical, and they need very much details about everything you're going through, etc. But when it comes to partnership firm registration, or when there are two or more people involved in this, it becomes very easy to get pass off loan, and you get much more investment. Second would be that of compliances or limitations. So, if you are the one who is forming the rules and obligations in the partnership deed itself, you can mold it as per your convenience. It will be more preferable. And last but not least, it will be binding to all. So, if there are two or three partners, say for that case, then all the three would be binding in the partnership firm agreement. So these were some of the advantages and benefits of a partnership deed agreement. Now we'll further say what all the documents are required for registration. First is application for registration of partnership. Second would be a specimen of affidavit. Third would be address proof, ID proof. Uh, then comes the partnership deed. Fourth is the address proof, or if you are not the owner, then the no obligation certificate. So the very common question which people do tend to ask is how much time does this whole process requires? Then maximum we can say it requires 14 to 15 days to complete whole of the process. Other is there any chances for the firm registration to be get cancelled? Then yes, there are three main reasons why the cancellation can happen. First would be if the business is illegal. If in the name of business you are trying to sell drugs or anything which is prohibited under law, then it can get cancelled. Second would be if not registered, then the court may deem it to be invalid. If you have not completed the process of registration on time, then it may again get cancelled. Third would be that of insolvency. Now, if any of the partner, if in the case of there are four partners and all the four are facing the issue of insolvency, then the partnership registration can get cancelled. If all the three except one is involved in insolvency, then also the partnership registration can get cancelled. These were some of the basics of partnership firm registration under Indian Partnership Act. Thank you.